Welcome to Flawless Shoe Reviews. These are two of the most max stack shoes in the market. One is really good for up-tempo running but also can be used as a daily lifestyle shoe. The other one's really soft and cushioned underfoot that's really good for standing and walking all day. Well, it can also be great for long distance runs. So if we look at the More V5 first, we've got 43mm in the rear foot, 39 in the forefoot of cushioning with a 4mm drop. So that gives a nice even distribution of pressure across your foot, so it's nice and comfortable for standing for long periods of time. It's got a Fresh Foam X cushioning underneath, so it's really soft, really compliant. When you apply pressure onto it, you sink into it. In contrast to that, with the Nimbus 27, we've got 43.5 in the rear foot, 35.5 in the forefoot, giving you 8mm drop, so double the amount of drop. So that's the difference from the back to the front of the shoe. It's got the FF Blast Plus Eco cushioning in it, which is the same in theory as the previous model, but it feels completely different underfoot. So when you walk around on it, it feels really comfortable, slightly cloud-like feel, similar to the More V5, but not as soft, so it's a little bit firmer underfoot. However, when you run in it, it transitions completely different than in the More V5. But first of all, let's look at the stability of the shoe. Now, they're both known as neutral shoes, but the Nimbus is a little bit more stable than what we get in the More V5. So first of all, it's got some big sidewalls on the inside and on the outside around your heel, coupled with a stiff heel counter. These factors stabilize your heel and your ankle when you initiate contact with the ground, helping to control those pronation moments. It's got a broad base of support and some nice sole flare, again just keeping your foot centered in the shoe as you go to push off. When in the More V5, what you have is some really big sole flare in the forefoot, keeping you centered, but you've got a really flexible heel counter, so you don't get that element of stability in the heel. You've got big sidewalls, but the fact that the cushioning is so much softer, it doesn't compensate for as much as what we have in the Nimbus 27. So we classify this as a classic neutral shoe, whereas we classify this as a stable neutral shoe. So it still has a flat bed, but has more elements of stability to it than what you get in the More V5. When we look on top of the shoe, you've got a wider toe box in the More V5. Still got ample amount of space in the Nimbus 27. It comes in a wide, but you can also get an extra wide in the More V5. It's got a thin gusseted tongue, so it's stitched in, whereas you've got a more padded one on the More V5. You've got plenty of cushioning around the heel counter on the More V5, but you've got a much more luxurious profile on the Nimbus 27, and it's got a nice external pull-on tab. So when it comes to running, they're completely different. So the Nimbus 27 is so much different than the 26. It turns over much quicker. You transition from the back to the front of the shoe much faster than you did in the previous model. Therefore, not only is it good for those longer distances, but you can also use it from some early stage up-tempo workouts, so some faster workouts, because you've got a lot more bounce, a lot more energy return. Whereas the More V5, even though it's slightly lighter, coming in at 303 grams versus 307 grams in a size 9 men's US, because of the softness, it doesn't transition as quickly from the back to the front. You sink into it a little bit more. It doesn't have the same energy return. So it's really a kind of a comfort king if you're looking for long distance running, easy runs, recovery runs. The Nimbus 27 can do all of those, but can also do those faster workouts. In terms of walking and standing all day, if you've got issues with the forefoot, you might enjoy the 4mm drop and the soft cushioning in the More V5. If you have any issues with your Achilles, you might appreciate the slightly higher drop in the Nimbus 27. And both of them can be used for day-to-day lifestyle use. If you're looking for a shoe that's a little bit more stable than the Nimbus 27, if you're looking for a shoe that's really soft, really comfortable if you want to stand for long periods of time, then you might edge slightly towards the More V5. But two excellent shoes for lifestyle and for running. You can check out the latest prices of them through the links for Amazon in the description. If you have any questions on them, drop them in the comment section below. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in. We've got loads of comparisons on our channel if you want to check them out.